Good morning friends and welcome to the channel. Today with another tech video. Usually I'm using my smartphone for navigation on my motorcycle or scooter, but there are also some risks if you do that. First, there's a camera unit here inside the smartphone or expensive smartphones that has an anti-shake module inside, and this anti-shake module is very sensitive. So just in case you have it on your handlebars and you have strong vibrations, this can get damaged. Second is your smartphone is not completely waterproof. There are a lot of holes everywhere for the cable, for speakers, sometimes for headphones, and in all these holes water can get inside, so it can get damaged from water too. So what's the solution? I reached out to Carpuride and they sent me their W702 unit to test it out. And this is an Apple CarPlay unit or Android Auto. And you can connect your smartphone with this, have your Apple CarPlay on it, can connect it with your Intercom via Bluetooth, and your smartphone is safe and secure in your pocket. So quite interesting. There are two sizes. There's a 5-inch unit and this is a 7-inch unit. So depending on your motorcycle and personal taste, you can get a smaller or bigger screen. The advantages of this system are it's waterproof. You have a big touch screen on the front that you can also use with your gloves. I will test this later. And you have all your important apps like navigation, music, phone on the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay unit. So first I will do an unboxing today to show you what's inside the package, and I will tell you something about the unit. Then I will show you how you connect it to your smartphone and to your Intercom. And afterwards I will mount it on my scooter just to show you how it works. And then I will test it out, how the brightness is, how the handling is, how the touch screen is, if you can use it with the gloves. And of course how the connection is between this unit here and the smartphone and the Intercom. So let's open the box. Some thick foam inside so that everything is secured. Of course there's a display unit, nice and big with a RAM mount on the back, and the cable looks quite nice. I will just get the rest out of the box. And of course there are some cables. This is for the battery connection. Then you get a motorcycle mount. You can put this on your handlebars, and this is for the RAM mount on the back of the unit. A fuse. Second cable, this is for USB, quite interesting. And you get a tool for the mount. And of course you get a manual how to connect your phone and your Intercom with this unit. The unit itself, it's quite high quality, plastic, but very good material. Everything is secured with screws on the back, also the RAM mount. Here is the cable, so connection is very easy. There's just one way you can connect the cable, just put it inside. And then you have a screw here that you can close, and then it's secure and waterproof. On this side here, there's a power switch. And if you open these two screws, you can put in an SD card here. So that's it. Just a very nice display, and everything will be controlled via touchscreen. So let's test it out. Of course, I don't have my motorcycle or scooter here, so I have to connect this USB plug with a power bank. Very simple. And now the unit is powering up. This is how the screen looks. There's of course some protection on top. I will take this off. So screen looks very nice. Here is the brightness. Raise it a little bit. So on the top we have the loudness of media and voice. Then second we have an equalizer. Third, this is the Bluetooth connection. We have the time. Then here is the brightness of the screen, and you can change the background of your unit. So here is Apple iPlay, but I have to connect it before it works. Android Auto. Here is the audio output, display off. If it's disturbing, you can switch it off and just switch it on by tapping it. Phone control, music. Here is the card and the settings. Let's go in settings first. It's English. Here's the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connection. So let's connect the unit with the smartphone. First you have to go into your Bluetooth settings. Then we go to settings here. Bluetooth. Let's refresh. Discover list. Search iPhone 11. There it is. Then it shows a passkey. Say yes. Yes, please. And now it's connected. Use CarPlay. Yes, please use CarPlay. The CarPuride is connected to the smartphone, and now we have Apple CarPlay. Now we can take our smartphone and put it inside our jacket. But first I will show you how to connect your intercom. This is a Cardo unit. So it's switched on. Now go back to car home. There are several possibilities how you can connect your intercom to your Apple CarPlay. So first you can connect your Cardo or Senna or whatever you use directly to your smartphone, and your smartphone is connected to the unit. Or you can connect the Cardo to the CarPuride, and the CarPuride gets the signal from the smartphone. So the signal goes over the CarPuride to the Bluetooth unit, or you can connect it directly. And this is what I will do. So I go on audio output. First there's BT trans. Bluetooth trans means the intercom unit is connected to the CarPuride and the CarPuride connected to the smartphone. This is what we don't want. I go on iPlay Auto. Yes, please. And now it shows a different symbol. The phone is connected directly to this unit. This is what we do now. So let's go on Bluetooth again. Push the Bluetooth connect button. Mark Cardo. There it is. Now the Cardo is connected to the smartphone. CarPuride is connected to the smartphone too. So I think this is the best solution. Audio output and then go on iPlay Auto. So this connection is direct and this connection is direct. Here you can see the logo of Apple CarPlay, and here is Android Auto. I just have an iPhone. And now you have all the Apple CarPlay apps like telephone usage, music, cards, messages. Here is which music is running. This is the home button. Quite easy. Calendar, settings, My Kalimoto app, Google Maps, Spotify and WhatsApp. You have all the apps here that are important when you are riding a motorcycle. It's quite big. Visibility is very good. Inside here, we will see later how it's outside. And here on the side, you have the information of your smartphone. The small button here, if you push it, then you have a split screen. So on the one hand, there's your music, and on the other side, there is the navigation. Card means you can insert an SD card and you can put some music on the card, or you can put videos on the card and then you can play them from the card player here. Installation is very easy. So next step is let's go out and mount it on the scooter and see how it works in the real world. So I'm outside now and mounting shouldn't be a big problem. I brought some different length of RAM mounts with me. Of course, the display, the CarPuride. I already mounted a RAM mount here in the middle of the handlebar on the Zontes 350. There's an accessory that you can buy. It's a very good place to mount a display, I think. I already routed the cable here inside the handlebar. Then down here, there's a hole with a rubber that you can put the cable through, and in the back. And in the back, I just put it in the USB connector. This is one possibility. Of course, if you want to take it off and don't want to leave it on the scooter, then you can also connect it here on the Zontes, put the cable inside, and then there's an USB connector too. I'm using a RAM mount with a special closing mechanism. You need a key for it, so it gives you a little bit of safety just in case you want to leave the display on the handlebars. This here, then take the monitor, connect the RAM mount on the back and then just tighten it. Yeah, I think this is a good position. I still have a very good view on the speedometer. And the last step, super easy, just connect the cables, tighten the screw, and that's it. And let's do the test if it's working. Perfect. Starting immediately. So in the back I have my display of the Zontes 350 and CarPuride is starting. Let's see if it's connecting automatically. There we are. So if you connect it once to your smartphone, it reconnects immediately when you start the CarPuride. The size, I like the size of the display. It's the same, nearly the same like the display of the Zontes. I think the Zontes has a 6.7 inch display. This one is a 7 inch. I will do a test right now to see how it handles, how the visibility is, and how the touchscreen works with gloves, which is quite important for me because sometimes when you have a smartphone on the handlebar, it doesn't work with a glove. So if this works with gloves, it's much better than a smartphone for sure. And of course the screen is much bigger than a smartphone. Just to compare it, This is my smartphone, an iPhone 11. Much bigger, better visibility. So let's test how it works. Turn the scooter on. Scooter is starting, Carpuride is starting. So I can see here that my iPhone is charging. And now let's start with Google Maps. Let's go to Brandenburg, start. Go to split screen, now I can see my music here. So now I take my gloves and see how it works with my gloves. Doesn't matter what finger. Take this one, go back here, take this finger. Wow. Even with gloves, I can move everything perfectly. So I will try Siri now, but I have to speak in German because my phone is in German. Hey Siri, bring mich nach Brandenburg an der Havel. Start. Great, it's working. Hey Siri, spiel Musik. And I have music now. Hey Siri, Musik aus. I mean, this is very handy. If you are riding, you don't want to touch the screen while you are riding. So if you want to change directions, go somewhere else, start music, stop music, take phone calls. You can do everything with Siri, with the voice commands. So let's go. So first thing that I can say, the size is perfect. The 7-inch gives a good visibility, not so much reflections on the screen. The brightness is very good. Even today, it's a sunny day, no problem with the visibility. Also this little sunscreen here on the top helps a little bit. Yeah, and now I have all my information of the scooter on top and the navigation down here. Yeah, the screen works perfect. Perfect visibility, connects by itself. The sound is very good because I connected my intercom directly with my iPhone, so there's nothing between it. Yeah, so I can recommend the Carpuride absolutely. For the price of the 7 inches, 270 something euros, the small one, the 5 inches, 250. And you get a discount if you buy it with the links in the video description. So for this price you have a water resistant, very good tall screen. You can put your iPhone somewhere where it's safe, in the jacket or wherever. And you have a much bigger screen than with your phone. Yeah, I have to finish my first 1000k to do the first service because a road trip is planned. And if you want to be updated when the road trip is starting, it will be a longer one this time, then hit the subscribe button and you get a notification if you click the bell icon when there is a new video online. And of course, if you are interested in the Carpuride, I will put both links, the 7-inch and the 5-inch version, down in the video description. And if you are using the link in my video description, you get a discount on the unit and I get a small kickback, but with no costs for you. So helps you, helps me, perfect. If you like the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check the links down in the description of the Carpuride. I see you in the next video. Ride safe and cheers.